Hello, welcome to Story Time with Sugar. Today we're reading Why the Sun and the Moon Live in the Sky. Some people say that once Sun and Moon lived right here on Earth. Moon liked to stay at home during the day, but every morning Sun went walking through the country. One day, Sun decided to climb a tall mountain and see what was on the other side. He climbed and climbed. By noon, he had reached the very top. "What a view," Sun said. He stood and looked out over the land below. He saw the trees and flowers swaying in the breeze. He saw zebras and giraffes grazing on the plains. Then in the distance, Sun saw something he had never seen before. At first, it looked like a smooth green stone, but it shimmered and shifted. It danced forward and then ran back. Sun and Moon started to work. They gathered piles of wood, stacks of bamboo, and mounds of straw. They built many new rooms. "Is the house big enough?" Moon asked. "Maybe we should keep building," answered Sun. "Let's make the walls higher. Water and her children need a lot of room." Moon and Sun kept working. They added to their house until it was very tall and very wide. They made a new roof. Then they carved many stools and tables. They cooked all kinds of delicious food. "Now we are ready," Moon said. "Invite Water to visit us tomorrow." The next day, Sun asked Water to come for a visit. "My wife, Moon, is looking forward to welcoming you," he said. "Thank you, my friend," Water answered. "But wherever I go, all my children go too. There are too many of us. We won't fit in your house." Sun's face changed from pale yellow to bright orange. "Are you saying that my house is small?" he asked. "I have the finest house in the country." He described the many rooms, the thick straw roof, and the tall walls. He talked about the good food that he and Moon had cooked. He told about the beautiful stools and tables. When Sun returned home, Moon was waiting in the doorway. She was dressed in a new shawl to greet her guest. "Where is Water?" Moon asked eagerly. "Where are all her children? The food is getting cold." Sun explained what had happened, and as Moon listened, her face turned from pale silver to stormy dark gray. She was as proud as her husband. She, too, wanted to prove that their house was big enough and fine enough for Water and her family. "You told them just the right thing," Moon said at last. She sat down on one of the new stools and began to draw up plans. Moon said, "Our new house will be so tall and so wide that Water will have to say yes." When Sun told Water about the new house, she smiled. "There is nothing I would like better than to visit you. At last, I think that I can." Water told all of her children to get ready. The fish and eels smoothed their scales. The crabs and lobsters cleaned their claws. The whales and turtles washed their fins and flippers. At last, Water and all of her children were ready to visit Sun and Moon. They made their way over the land toward the house. "Please come in," Moon called joyfully as her guests flowed through the doorway. "First, I will bring my smallest children," Water said as she began to flow into the house. Soon, little fish swam around Moon's ankles. Little crabs climbed on Sun's feet. "Should we keep going?" Water asked. "Of course," answered Sun and Moon together as they smiled at their guest. Water kept coming into the house. Bigger fish and bigger sea creatures swam into the house. Stools, tables, and food began floating through every room. "Should we keep coming?" Water asked again. Yes, of course," Sun and Moon said as they climbed up on a table to keep dry. Water and her children kept coming. They filled each room and pushed out the walls. Sun and Moon climbed up on the roof. "Is everyone here?" they asked hopefully. "Not yet," Water called. "Come, children." Water carried her largest children into the house. Whales pushed and squeezed in through the door and windows. Water kept rising. "What a great view you have from your roof," she told Sun and Moon. But Sun and Moon did not answer. By now they were high above the roof. As Water flowed in, Sun and Moon rose up and up and up into the sky. "We are too high in the sky to get back down to Earth," Moon said to Sun. "You are right," Sun said. "I guess we will have to stay here." That is how Sun and Moon came to live in the sky. You can see Sun up above during the day and Moon in the sky at night.